Hello everyone, welcome to the Captain's video blog. We are Monday, November the 7th, 2016. Whoa. At this point tomorrow I really hope that I have done this video. Mainly because, well, I mean, tomorrow we're the 8th and at midnight here will be the time where the first voting locations close. So yeah, I think, because I don't see why it would close earlier than 6 p.m. Eastern time. So yeah, I really hope that, you know, when I do this video tomorrow, it is before midnight, so that I don't have to talk about the elections, because what a shit show that is. I'm so sorry for you, America. Then again, doesn't shape to be a very good election year too here in France. So we'll see. So I'm a bit on the fence about watching Raw tonight, because I really want to go to Montpellier tomorrow so that everything is done. But at the same time, Raw is in Glasgow, and well, I mean, it's certainly over right now, because, you know, it may go for 3 hours, but I don't see the show starting at 9 p.m. You know, so yeah, it's going to be very interesting, a Raw in Glasgow, because the UK crowds, and you know, when I'm saying UK crowds, I mean really in the whole UK. You could have a show in Belfast, in London, in Sheffield, in Manchester, even in Wales maybe. You would have the same kind of of crowds, you know, a crowds that might say to someone that he's a wanker, which is always very funny, you know. The sign at WrestleMania, or at the Raw after WrestleMania some time ago, that said Roman is a wank pheasant, is obviously by someone from the UK, because, well, I mean, that's kind of the cheeky things they do. It should be very interesting, because, you know, in the US, a star like Roman Reigns is booed as much as he's cheered, whereas in the UK it might not be so, you know, so in his favor. Yeah, and we'll see how, you know, they react to some lesser stars, and maybe we will see Neville win, because, you know, he's from Newcastle, and he's not exactly the hometown favorite, since he's not Scottish, but still, we'll see. It should be interesting, really. So I'm probably going to check it out, maybe the first hour, and depending on the general feeling I have at the end of the first hour, I see if I will go to sleep or not. Probably not, though. I'm a very, you know, I don't make a lot of choices. That's the kind of thing that I want to say. You know, I'm not too good with some words that I try to translate from French, because it could be the same, but the pronunciation could be completely wrong, and the form of the word could be completely different. So I'm not too sure. Anyway, yeah. And also I want to do the hard reset at one point or another, probably the night before I go to Montpellier, and as I said, really want to go to Montpellier tomorrow, because today too, you know, I said, yeah, I should probably start going to sleep when the sun is not up yet, and what did I do yesterday? I went to my bed. It was past 3 p.m. Then again, you know, I cannot really say that I didn't do anything today. I cleaned the house a bit, and my bedroom a bit. So I feel like I contributed a little bit before being the slug that I usually am. But still, I was afraid of going to sleep in the middle of the afternoon for one reason only, was because I would miss Mr. Robot, and I woke up just on time. It was around 10:30 p.m. when I woke up, and that's nothing that I should be proud of, but I cannot be too I cannot feel too bad about that. I'm checking for the sounds because, as I said yesterday, it's a very chilly day. Apparently, even started snowing in Paris, even though it stopped pretty soon. So yeah, we have activated the heaters, and therefore, well, that's the kind of sounds you should expect. Not a lot to say, really. Last thing I remember before drifting to my sleep was watching Australia beat Wales in rugby. Was maybe 29-8. I'm not too sure. Wales, they're usually good. They're one of the best teams in Europe. But obviously, when you see that the All Blacks have been beaten by Ireland, I think, in Chicago, you could pretty much think that there's going to be quite a change in the hierarchy of European Rugby Union. France, I don't see them, winning the Six Nations next year, but they could have a little run, hopefully. So yeah. What can I talk about, really? It's a very boring day. Mondays, I'm not someone who hates Mondays because, it starts, the activities start again, and, that's something that I'm quite fond of, actually. And, sometimes you just gotta deal with the fact that, yeah, it's a Monday, everyone goes to work, not you. Get lost, pretty much. So yeah, I don't even know what's on Monday Night Football, just in case Raw is really boring and I don't want to go to sleep. So yeah, the only thing that I can, think about is that since it's back to standard time, I have a whole hour before the start of Raw, and between the end of the second episode of Mr. Robot and the start of Raw. So yeah, that's a little bit of time to have a little breather. In the meantime, I watched some anime, and god damn it, KyoAni did it again. They spent, they talked. It's the second season of Hibike Euphonium, and they are going to the Kansai qualifiers, and they really animated the whole performance of the main character's high school. What's the name again? Kitauji, I think. Yeah, they animated the whole thing, even though Kumiko, she said that it was all 6 months of preparation for 12 minutes. I don't think that the scene of the performance lasted 12 minutes, but it lasted a good fucking chunk of the episode. And that's the kind of thing that KyoAni can allow themselves to do, because they are an independent studio, which means that they don't depend on Aniplexes or any other big labels whim, like Shaft. I love Shaft to bits, but their biggest franchises, this Monogatari and Madoka, despite the fact that it was one season and then 3 movies, and now it's pretty much done, except you cannot really know. And until 2013, they put out a season of Hidamari sketch every year, which is going to be a bit complicated with the death of Miyu Matsuki, but then again, the guys at Silverlink found her a replacement from the the carnival phantasm, I think, anime seiyus. So you know, there's maybe something to look at. Maybe the voice actor that was in the Drama City, if there was a Drama City, or I mean, they could find it. But Shaft, they are really doing great stuff. I mean, like this season they have Sangatsu no Lion, and it really looks fucking amazing, and the story is so well told. But still, if they go independent like KyoAni did, I'm not sure that they could survive a long time. Like KyoAni, they have this thing where they pretty much have everything that a studio would want to be sure that they're gonna stay afloat, which is a label that's closely linked to them. They have a contest with novels. They have very imaginative people. They have an animation team that's probably one of the best in Japan, behind obviously Studio Ghibli. But still, they still are able to put out some shit like Musaigen no Phantom World this winter. What a tour that was. Lots of promise and then nothing to back it up. So yeah, I mean, maybe Shaft would find some people eager to work for them, and to bring them to the status that they, of an independent studio. But I don't see that in the foreseeable future for basically any big name studio, because I mean, it's complicated. That's a lot of organization to do, and well, I mean, when you are a studio that's infamous for being late, not sure that this is the kind of thing you want to try. So anyway, thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye bye. Tomorrow, well, I mean, I will mostly talk about Raw, maybe a bit about the election. Depends on how much free space I have.